What's up, everybody? We're live. We have a good card this Saturday. We got Korean Zombie versus Danny Ige. The card definitely took a little bit of a hit. We lost Tim Means versus Danny Roberts. That was a really good fight. I had Tim Means there, but, I mean, it was a banger, man, for sure. Before we talk about last card, or this card, we'll talk about last card. What's up, Touch? We got, the Mecha Ford champ in the building. And I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about myself. Yeah, we'll see if we do another tournament like that. I guess it's all with the bipolar Chris if he wants to do one. If not, then we'll just keep on cashing these bets and making good predictions and doing DraftKings. So, so last card was a good night. Good on predictions. I think I went 8-4. I'll do a recap right now. But good on predictions. I had a winning night. Shouldn't have been on Vittori. That was a bad bet. And Jamal Hill really fucking hurt me pretty bad. I was really confident in him to get the win. And I see a lot of people shitting on him. Obviously, I'm not happy about my bet and all that stuff, but he made a bad mistake. He wanted to pull a John Jones and beat Paul Craig at his own game. He was in a very bad position. He got out of it. He should have got back up to his feet, but he didn't. He stayed down, and he got his arm fucked. So, winning, I think I had plus 0.08 units on the night. So it wasn't like the best night, but a winning night is a winning night. So I'll take that. I cashed on Moreno, and I also cashed on McKinney. So McKinney and Moreno were my winning bets of the night. I had 4 or 5 bets, but they're the reason why I had a winning night. So plus 0.8 units on the night. You can go check my bet in May on Bet in May. UFC Bro Picks. Would have had a better night if I didn't bet Vittori, but Jamal Hill hurt me. It is what it is. That's why I hate betting fucking favorites, man. I got sick betting on dogs. So little recap. It's the main event. Vittori versus Stameinburger. Yeah, I don't think Vittori won a round. He definitely had some moments and stuff. It's not like Stameinburger dominated the whole every round, but wasn't the best bet. I don't think anyone's going to beat Stameinburger at 2 or at 185 personally. Co-main event, Moreno versus Davison. Really good dog bet. That was a fucking he dominated him, man, the whole fight. I wish I would have put more on him. I only put 2 units on him, so $100, so plus 190. Damn, that was a massacre. Brand Moreno's the champ. He's gonna fight Askarov. That was a really good fight. The first time it's a rematch. Personally, pre-tape, I don't know who I'm gonna go with. That's a good fight, man. I got to watch the tape because Askarov's a really fucking good fighter and he's a good grappler too. But I'll probably go with Moreno pre-tape. Picks wise, 1-1 so far. Edwards, domination. We don't have to say anything else. Yeah, he got hurt in the third or in the last round and all that stuff. He does not should not get a title shot. It should be Colby. Bilal versus Maya. Bilal dominated him, and then Paul Craig, beat Jamal Hill. So 3-2 on the main card. We already talked about Jamal Hill. Riddell versus Dober. I picked Dober. Yeah, I was surprised. It was a very close fight, but Riddell got the win. So 3-3 on picks so far. I picked Andrews, got the win. 4-3. Murphy, I should have bet her. A lot of people said that she got robbed. I don't think so. Or a lot of people said JoJo got robbed. I don't think so. I thought Murphy did win the fight. And then I picked Hakeem. That was a bad pick. And then I got every fight right on the prelims, on the early prelims. I went 8-4. I picked Panny to get the win. Made it hairy, but she got the dub. McKinney, I thought that was another good dog play. I didn't see really anyone betting on him. So, yeah, man, it feels good to bet on him. I told you guys, if Herbola, I like him personally as a fighter, but he just gets hurt, man, every fight. And it's not good getting hurt against a guy like McKinney, who's a very good striker. So thanks for McKinney, man, and Moreno. Those are the 2 reasons why I got a winning night, because of Jamal Hill. Peterson versus Hooper, domination. I should have bet Hooper. My bad. I should have bet Peterson. I thought about it all week. Didn't. Domination. ZM versus Luigi. I picked ZM. Yeah, I was pretty confident in that. A lot of people said it should have been a draw. I don't think so. So I'm pretty excited that ZM got the job done. And then Felipe versus Collier. A lot of people said that was a robbery. I don't think so. Let me look at the chat real quick. I'm just fucking with you. I know the Notorious Picks bet him too, but we all know Notorious Picks is a jobber who is a Vikings fan, doesn't even know one person on the Vikings. So just kidding. I'm gonna give you shit, man, forever, just because you said you saw me at a sushi place and didn't even say anything. So yeah, you're a jobber. So Jimmy, I was on Hill. I've said anyone on Hill. Yeah, I still think Hill has a lot of potential. It is what it is. I think he'll be back. He just, he tried to prove a point. It didn't work out. Okay, so I'm going to have probably 1 or 2 bets in this card. I'm picking a lot of underdogs as well. So let's get right to it. First fight of the night, we got one of the fucking most intriguing fights on the card. I think a lot of people are going the other way here, and I might shock a lot of people. But we got Laura Procopio versus Casey O'Neill. This is one fight that I actually am thinking about betting on her. I like Casey O'Neill here, the underdog. I see everyone and their mother picking Procopio. I think this is a very close fight. I think it's dog or pass. I think a lot of people are thinking that Procopio's going to run through her just because she went to a split with Rosa. If you watch that fight, I thought Rosa definitely won every round. Procopio does throw out a lot of volume for sure, but I don't think she has any great pop on her punches. She's a BJJ black belt, so that definitely worries me here. But I feel like both these girls are great grapplers. I don't know what belt O'Neill is. I actually hit up Stamen on Instagram last night and asked him what belt she is. He doesn't even know, even though they're training together. But he basically just told me that she's a really good fighter, and I already knew that. But I like O'Neill's ground game. I actually think she has the better wrestling here. She's a big 25er. I think everyone's counting her out because she's undefeated. And I will admit she hasn't really beaten anybody. And yes, Procopio has beaten the better competition. But then again, it's funny because if O'Neill would have fought Meatball as well, I think the same thing would have happened. I think O'Neill would have dominated Meatball. I mean, is there anyone in this chat right now that would think Meatball would have a chance against O'Neill? O'Neill would just take her down at will. I think O'Neill's ground game, I think her ground and pound is really fucking good. She's purple belt. Okay, so then Brady just said that. That's kind of weird that Stamen didn't even know what belt she is and they train together. But I just think it's a very close fight. And I feel like in a very close fight, in like a girls' fight like this, it's dog or pass. And I get it, Procopio, she's a higher ranked black belt and all that stuff. But dude, this is a pure, I feel like, fight where you got two grapplers fighting each other. The striking is pretty close. Like, we'll give Procopio the volume advantage, but I don't think O'Neill's striking's bad at all. I actually think she has power on the feet. I think that she has good pressure, and I like her relentless game. She has a very good relentless pressure game. She has good kicks as well. I can't even fucking read my hand right now. What else did I write down? They both have good chins for sure. I actually think that O'Neill might be like the more physical girl. She's really fucking strong, and I think Procopio is too. Obviously fighting, from down from 135. But I was kind of like, I don't know. I was not like shocked, but I mean, the fact that Meatball almost tapped her out on the mat, that was pretty embarrassing. I mean, Meatball has no fucking ground game at all, and on the feed, the striking was pretty competitive. I think that Meatball so Procopio only outlanded her by one strike, but so. On the feet, it's really close. I give Procopio the advantage with the volume, but I actually think O'Neill hits harder. I think O'Neill has a good jab and she has a good kicking game. I do think O'Neill has a better wrestling. Yes, I will admit, like I already mentioned, Procopio has, probably the better jiu-jitsu. And, if O'Neill takes her down, I'll be worried about that. But I really think that she can kind of control her on the mat, and her ground pound is vicious, and I get it. She's, she beat Dobson, is one of the worst fighters of all time. But these undefeated girls, these undefeated fighters, man, like O'Neill, I just feel like she's getting better every fight. And I really think that this is a live dog here. I like going against the grain too. I like when I'm going against everyone else. Everyone's picking Procopio. They all think it's domination. They all think that, because she went to a split with Rosa, she's going to dominate her. And I really don't think so. I think it could be a very, very close fight. I like O'Neill's cardio as well. I think Procopio's good cardio. It's a very close fight. I got to go with who I think is the better fighter. I'm going to go with Casey O'Neill. I think that she's going to get Procopio down and get her out of there. And a lot of people, one more thing I want to say is that O'Neill, we talk about her striking defense, and people say that's not that good. What's up with Procopio's striking defense? She gets hit really like a lot, man. I mean, she was a punch back against Rosa, and that split was embarrassing. I just watched that fight literally half an hour ago. I thought that Rosa won every fucking round. So, I really think that O'Neill has the better wrestling here. I think that she can get takedowns. I think it's very close on the feet. I think she has more power than Procopio. And as long as she doesn't get subbed here, I think O'Neill could control her on the ground. I don't think Procopio can take her down personally. And I think O'Neill has some really good fucking ground pounds, some good elbows, a good right hand. And she has a good chin. She's a brawler. I think that she's, she's one of those undefeated fighters. She's 23, man. She's 2 years younger. She trains out at Extreme Couture. I think that she's definitely getting overlooked here. And nothing to take away from Procopio. Like, I will admit it's a step up. But like I said, O'Neill would 100% beat Meatball the same way that Procopio did as well. So I got to go with Casey O'Neill. And I'm going to go with the finish. I think that she gets her down and gets her out of there. I've not decided yet if I'm going to bet her, but I'm definitely leaning toward that way. So Casey O'Neill. So next fight, I have no bet so far, but I'm probably going to have at least two bets. And my next Well, I mean, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. So next fight we got Joaquin Silva versus Rick Glenn. Yeah, man, this is a good fight. You know, it's hard. I feel like to bet this fight because both these guys are. Yeah, man. I mean, they're taking long layoffs. Rick Glenn hasn't fought since 2018. Silva hasn't fought since 2019. I remember betting on Joaquin Silva versus Jared Gordon, and I was shitting my pants the whole fight. I mean, it could have been 1-1. You know, I mean, I feel like the judges scored a 2-0, but I mean, Silva really fucking, I feel like, just got dominated in that fight until he got the knockout, and it was a very good fight. He almost tapped out Gordon as well, but dude, that was a hairy fight, and I'm not a big fan of Jared Gordon. Why am I saying Gooden? Gordon. So yeah, I think this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. You know, Striver is Silva a black belt? He might be a black belt in BJJ. He's a better striker. He has low volume though. I think he has a good right hand. He's coming off a KO loss against Rick Glenn. Rick Glenn's been knocked out maybe once. I think he's known for his good chin. He hasn't fought at 155 since he fought Dunham. You know, he's coming off that Aguilar loss, which isn't good. Aguilar's a complete bum. He's 3-3 in UFC. Obviously, the Gavin Tucker win was a great win. I think he's like, this is a pure striker versus, grinder, grappler matchup. You got Glenn, who, needs to get the takedown here. Could he get the takedown? He could, but like, I'm just not really confident in him here. I mean, I think I got to go Joaquin Silva. He's the better striker. He hits harder. I think he will hurt Glenn. He'll probably win a decision. And, I'll go with Joaquin Silva with the job done. He has a lot of heart, too. I know he got knocked out against Nasrat, but, I mean, Nasrat's a pretty damn good striker. I don't think Rick Glenn really offers that much on the feet. Like I mentioned, he's like one of those tough dudes. He's known for his great chin, and, he's a grappler and shit. He has a good ground game, but I don't really see how he can get it down. So I'll go with Joaquin Silva with the job done. Yeah, see, I see a lot of people on Twitter picking Procopio, and personally, I like being against the side. I like going against the grain. So, yeah, everyone and their mother's picking Procopio. So I'm pretty, I'm happy with my O'Neal pick, and let's see if I better. So next fight, we got Josh Parisian versus Roque Martinez. Yeah, this is the battle of the heavyweight jobbers, in my opinion. This is like the last fight I taped, honestly. Yeah, man, it's really tough to pick Parisian here. I mean, the dude is has no cardio. He has no ground game. He dropped the ball on the Ultimate Fighter. He does have some good striking for sure. He has good movement. He has a great right hand. But, I mean, Parker Porter dominated him, bro. Parker Porter's wait, is Parker Porter fighting Chase Sherman? Dude, I actually might go with Parker Porter there. I just thought about that right now. Anyways, back on this fight. I mean, you got two strikers fighting each other. You got, and they both they're not in the best shape. Roque Martinez, is basically built like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't even know what to say, man. He's built like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers, but like an Asian version. He's just not a good fighter. He lost to Dontel Mays, one of the worst fighters in the heavyweight division. I mean, if he's smart, he goes out there and grapples. I know he took Dante down once, but because Parisian has no ground game at all. Porter beat him on the feet, but Porter also beat him on the mat. Parisian did land 119 strikes against Porter, but I mean, I thought he lost every round. Yeah, I mean, Rookie's 0-2, Parisian's 0-1. He had a win on Contender Series. This is a really close fight. I got to go with Parisian. I think he has more tools in the feet, but I'm not confident. It's like I mentioned, it's really tough picking either dude in this fight. But I'll go with Parisian. I think he's the better fighter, but this fight sucks. So next fight, we got Matt Semelsberger versus Chaos Williams. This is a good fight. This is another one, man. I don't think I'm betting it. I'm going to stay away because I do respect Chaos Williams. But, yeah, I think everyone's picking Chaos Williams. And like I mentioned, I mean, if Matt Semelsberger wins and, I didn't bet it, congrats to him. It was a good pass and all that stuff. And, he won. But, I definitely think that Matt Semelsberger is live here. Fuck, dude, where the fuck are my notes at? And it's another one of those fights where – I mean, in some cases, you could say, oh, okay, well, Chaos Williams has fought the better competition, but that doesn't really mean everything. Like, just because he fought the better competition, that doesn't mean all the time he's going to win. Like, it is the case sometimes, but in this case, we'll see what happens. What the fuck are my notes? My bad, guys. I'm pretty sure. I don't know where I put the Semelsberger notes at. What the fuck? Did I not write notes for this? Okay, I don't know where my notes are, wherever. So back in this matchup, yeah. So you got Chaos Williams, who's 2-1 in the UFC. He's known for, he's a finisher for sure. He has a good right hand. He's athletic. I actually bet on him versus Michel Pereira last fight. I thought it was a very close fight. I thought he could have won the fight. He just didn't throw enough. And yeah, man, I was pretty pissed with that performance. I thought he could have done a little more, got the win. But then again, Pereira's no slouch. Before that, he knocked out Alex Zamorano, and he also knocked out who else? He knocked out Rozak, and then again, Rozak's not. I mean, that's not really that great of a win, dude. Rozak has been done ever since all that shit that happened. And Alex Morano, I know he just beat Cerrone and all, but I still think he's a huge fade. Matt Semelsberger, obviously, he has a football background. He's 2-0 in the UFC. He knocked out the shiniest fighter of all time, and then he knocked out, or not knocked out, but he beat me and Carlton in every round. I actually think that he has a little more well-rounded here. I think that he has the grappling. He should go out there and try to take down Chaos Williams. On the feet, he has a great right hand, a good jab. I mean, these are two good strikers, and I mean, I get it. Chaos has probably better competition, but I do think this is a very close fight. I think Semelsberger has good cardio. I think that he has a good chin. He's been knocked out, I think, once, and it was a long time ago. Chaos definitely has his explosive power and stuff, but I actually think Semelsberger has more volume. If you watch the tape, he definitely has a lot more volume. So if he doesn't get knocked out in the first round, I think that he can kind of take over. I mean, Chaos definitely gases for sure. And Matt's a little more well-rounded. And, yeah, man, I mean, he looks pretty good. I mean, I know he hasn't fought the competition that Chaos has, but I definitely think he's alive here, dude. So I'll go with Matt Semelsberger with the decision win. So, nice fight. We got Vernon Jandrioba versus Kanako Murata. So this is another one, man. I'm picking the dog here. I thought about betting on Murata, man, all week. I'm going to pass just because I respect Jandrioba's ground game. I think that, these are two grapplers fighting each other. Generro has a good BJJ black belt. I actually bet on her versus Esparza. She got she lost, but I mean, obviously Esparza is going to be fighting for the belt. She's one of the best in the division. But I do think that I do think that Murata has the better wrestling here, though, man. I mean, I definitely think that she can get takedowns, but then again, kind of like what Brady was saying on his podcast, shout out to Brady, how she puts herself in a lot of bad positions on the mat, especially when she fought Dakota and when she fought Marcos. But I still think that, dude, her takedowns are really good, man. She has I think she's a champion or something in judo or something like that for China, I believe. So, I mean, she has a good fucking grappling background. She can definitely take Jandrioba down. I don't think Jandrioba can take her down. On the feet, it's very close. Both these girls aren't really good strikers. Murata has a good pressure game. She has a good right hand. Jandrioba's striking's improved. I mean, it looked better than against Dern. But you can tell she's not really comfortable on the feet at all, dude. So this is a pure grappler versus grappler matchup. You got the girl who has better wrestling in Murata, who's fighting the girl in Jandrioba who has the better ground jiu-jitsu. So if Murata can take her down and control her and not get sub, she'll win. That's just my only – we're Japanese, so that's my only worry. That's why I'm going to stay away from this fight. But I'm going to go with Murata. I think that she can get the job done. And, Mackenzie Dern didn't even take her down. But she kind of just beat her on the feet. Esparza took her down and controlled her. Obviously, it's Esparza, but, I mean, I do think that Murata has really good grappling, man. I mean, she could be up there, man, in the division with the top grapplers. So I'll go with Murata. But I'm staying away. Yeah, so this is another card, guys, that I have no bets as of right now. I'll be making my bets pretty soon, and I'll tell you guys, who I'm going to bet on as of right now. I might be playing O'Neal. Stay tuned to my Twitter and see. I am betting one person 100% sure, though. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'll probably be making it tomorrow, and it's another one where everyone is on the other side. And I'm confident, but we'll talk about it later. Next fight, Nick. Nick. I can't even pronounce this, dude. What is it, Negumeranu versus Alexa Camur, dude? Like, oh my fucking god! All right, guys. So I think a lot of people are gonna be shocked here who I'm picking. I can't bet this fight, dude. I don't give a fuck if the dog wins. I cannot bet it. But I'm going with Nick, dude. I just don't get it, man. Camur's a fucking jobber, bro. This guy should never be minus whatever he is, 200, minus 230. He's a fucking jobber, dude. The guy sucks. He's green. He arguably lost to Justin Ledet. I mean, if Ledet didn't fucking believe in the flat earth, he probably could have won. I mean, Ledet hurt him on the feet multiple times. Camur sucks. I mean, he got dominated against William Knight. You got Nagamura. I was going to say Nick. Nick is the better grappler. I feel like he can get takedowns here. He just looked terrible against Safarov, and that was a terrible performance, but he hasn't fought in like 3 years. I see that he's been putting some work in with Chimaya, but I don't think it was the whole training camp or anything. So this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. They're both really green. You got Nick, who's 9-1, 26. You got Camur, 6-1, 25. Yeah, I think Camur's a better striker, but I think he's a jobber. Both these guys are jobbers. When you got a jobber fight like this, I think you got to go with the dog. I think that Nick can get takedowns. He has a grappling advantage. I'm not confident in this at all. Like Noah just said, the guy lost to Safarov. It was a very dirty fight. But then again, Safarov has a good grappling game. Camur's not going to be able to go out there and take this kid down. This is a pure striker versus grappling matchup, and I got Nick getting the takedowns. And I'm not confident, but I'll go with the underdog. So let's look at the chat real quick. What's up, Noah? Damn, let's go through. No, tonight. What up, Noah? Yeah, I agree, man. Murata's a beast. What's up, Rogue Stormer? Yeah, both these guys are facing long layoffs. So, hopefully we can talk in the chat and shit if Bipolar Chris is going to do that contest. Russia's contest is cool and all. I like it, but I want something like we can do a competition and shit, and we can do voting and all that shit. And, you know what we're talking about if you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, kind of like the Mecca, do a competition where you can vote each other off and all that shit. I don't think he's terrible on the ground, bro. He's a grappler, dude. So if you watch his regional scene, that's his game. So he actually has a good grappling game, and I think that if he wants to get the job done, he has to go out there and grapple, which I think he has advantage in this fight. But like I mentioned, I would never bet this fight. So I got Nick. So yeah, Bipolar Chris, you're watching this, do that competition, man, so we can see, who goes home every week. Next fight, we got Diego Lima versus Matt Brown. It's a good fight. Honestly, man, I would never bet this fight either because I don't trust either chins. But if you told me about this fight like 3 or 4 years ago, I'd be all up on fucking Matt Brown here, dude. Easy money. But now I feel like it's different. I got to go with Lima, but I am sketched out. His chin sucks. I know he's been knocked out like fucking 4 or 5 times, but his chin's held up. I know Court McGee dropped him, which is embarrassing. He's 3-1 his last 4, but he's beaten complete cans. And Jamo and who else did he beat? Jamo. He beat Court McGee by split. It was a very fucking close fight. But my bad, guys. I had a burp. But yeah, man. He's really technical, though. I like about him. He's definitely more technical than Matt Brown. He has a good straight left, and that straight left catches Matt Brown, it's over, dude. And I actually think he has underrated power. Great leg kicks. You saw that against Bilal Muhammad. He hurt Bilal with the kicks. I actually think he has a grappling advantage here, and he has obviously a BJJ black belt. So, Matt Brown's washed. He's completely washed. 2-5 in his last 7. His chin's gone. He's a tough dude. He's gonna be one of my favorite fighters of all time. But I got to go with the younger fighter here by 9 years. So I got Diego Lima. I think that he can pick apart Matt Brown and win a decision. He has the card advantage as well. So a lot of advantages in this fight for Diego Lima. I got Diego Lima. I'm going to go with a late TKO. Next fight, we got Wellington Turman versus Bruno Silva. Dude, this is one right here that I like this fight, man, a lot. I'm going with the dog here. I've been going back and forth if I should bet this fight, man. I really have. Something's telling me, man, that you can't bet on someone here that's fighting a striker who got knocked out against Andrew Sanchez. And, I have some reasoning behind that a little bit. I should bet on Turman versus Sanchez. This is my thing. So Turman got knocked out against Sanchez, but let's say this real quick. He could not take down Andrew Sanchez, so he didn't even try because he knows that there's no way you're taking down a fucking grappler like that. Who's, in my opinion, one of the toughest dudes to take down in the division. He's a fucking grappler. So he had a brawl with Sanchez, and he got knocked out. I mean, it's not a good look, especially if he's fighting a better striker here than Andrew Sanchez, Bruno Silva. He's off the roids now, too. This is a pure grappler versus striker matchup, striker versus grappler. I mean, if Turman's smart, he goes out there right away and shoots, and I think he can get the job done. I mean, he's a BJ black belt. Silva has no fucking ground game at all. His takedown defense sucks. He hasn't fought in a very long time. Artem Frolov took him down multiple times, took his back multiple times. He hasn't fought since I don't know when I can't read my fucking handwriting. That's one thing about me. I have the worst fucking handwriting, but I definitely think that okay, so November 2018 he hasn't fought. So he's been tapped out 5 times, but he is 9-1 in his last 10. And I will admit he's way better than Turman on the feet. You know, if the Turman that shows up here that fought Baby K and Marcus Perez, I definitely think he can win. But if he brawls with fucking Bruno Silva, he's getting knocked out. So because Bruno Silva has good boxing, good kicks. He's a fucking finisher. He has most of his wins by KO and shit. So yeah, I mean, this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. I can't bet Turman just because he got smoked last fight against Sanchez. But like I mentioned, it was due to the fact that he had a brawl with Sanchez to win. There's no way you're taking down a guy like Sanchez. He took down Carl Robertson. I thought that he actually won that fight. And I definitely think that, he looked good against Perez, but Perez is one of the worst fighters of all time. So I'm going to go with Wellington Turman. I think he's going to get either submission or decision, but I'm not betting this fight like I already mentioned. Yeah, I'm picking him, Rogue, but I'm not betting him. What's up, Jimmy? I heard Chris isn't very sensitive and he's not going to threaten to quit 5 minutes. I'm in. Yeah, I hope that shit happens, man, because we need to do a competition that was like the Mecca. That shit was fun, man. So hopefully we do something like that. Rogue, Jimmy, do you know how to finance the tank people? Yeah, these newcomers have been doing work. Okay. Here we go, guys. Next fight, Julian Erosa versus Songwoo Choi. If you guys look at my fucking picture on that was posted to the link, it has a picture of Julian Erosa, and I'm gonna say this right now, guys. I've never bet on Erosa ever in my entire life. I've faded him before. Man, his chin is definitely a liability. I'll say that right now. I don't like betting on guys that have, bad chins and stuff, but man, dude, I have to do this here, guys. This is my first play of the night, man. I'm going to be putting 3 units on Julian Erosa plus 115. I think that he's better, man, wherever the fight goes, man. I just think that chin is definitely a liability, but I think he gets the job done. Dude, Julian Erosa, man, have been putting in some work, man. I will admit, the guy gets hurt every fight. I mean, wasn't dropping in the 3rd round, but let's talk about that real quick. Everyone's going to sit here and say it was a comeback win. No, it was not. It was a 1-1 fight going in the 3rd. I thought Erosa looked very good, dude, in that 2nd round. And the thing with the Rosa, man, is that kid's cardio is so fucking good. Like, this guy, man, can fucking scrap, dude. I think this cardio is elite, man. The guy doesn't get tired. The pace he pushes, dude. We haven't seen Choi with anyone in there, man, with that all that's going to push the pace. I mean, my thing with Choi is that he has good striking for sure. He definitely hits hard on Rosa, but I don't hear anyone on their breakdowns at all mentioning the guy has fucking low-ass volume, guys. Low fucking volume, dude. Julian Rosa puts out so much fucking volume. He's more technical. I think Julian Rosa has so many more tools in the feet with his boxing, his kicks, his knees. He has a big grappling advantage here too, man. If he takes Choi down, dude, I mean, it's over. I mean, I think he's a black belt. I know he was a brown belt in 2016 when he fought Paddy Pimblett. He's a finisher, dude. That Dar choke is fucking money. He got a 2-fight winning streak. He tapped out Sean Woodson, then he knocked out Nate Landwehr. Let's talk about his chin real quick. So that's the only liability, the only red flag I have in this fight. So he got knocked out against Tarutu Shashar and Artem on I think both were at 55, and both of them were on Ultimate Fighter a long time ago. And then he got knocked out against McIntyre, who's a big lightweight. And then he got knocked out against Devontae Smith, up a weight class 55. I mean, he should not be fighting 55. He's a featherweight for a reason. And then he got knocked out against Arce in a fight where it was a 1-1 go in the 3rd, and Arce knocked him out with a head kick. But, I mean, dude, who is Choi knocked out, guys? Nobody. And this is one thing I want to say. This is one reason why I'm betting on Julian Erosa. Dude, the guy could even knock out Suman Mokhtarian, dude. That dude's one of the worst fighters I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. And he could even knock out a dude like that. And Suman landed like 40 strikes against him. And I like Choi. I think he's talented. I think that he got a good victory against the wall last fight. But, dude, his ground game's not that good, man. I mean, we saw these guys. I get it. Mavsar Evlev is better than Erosa. And Gavin Tucker, they took him down at will and stuff. Zawal took him down and all this stuff. But Zawal has really no fucking, striking on the feet. Zawal's a bantamweight, too. And Rosa has really good striking. I feel like everyone's sleeping on him here because his chin, dude. But if he doesn't get caught here and gets knocked out, he's 100% going to win this fight. I mean, the guy has so many more tools in the feet, dude, than Choi. He has so many more advantages in this fight. I mean, you want me to sit here and tell you guys the advantages that Rosa has in this fight? He has a better cardio. He has the grappling advantage. I feel like he has more volume, but by a long shot, dude. If you look at fucking the stats on Choi, the guy does not throw a lot. He has low volume. There's one stat I wanted to say. Obviously, Erosa, I think throws. What is it? I wrote this shit down. Erosa lands 5.07 strikes per minute, but then he definitely gets hit a lot too. So I mean, he does get hit a lot. I feel like his movement is really good though. Yeah, man, I like the jab. I like the movement. I feel like he's improved, man. I feel like the durability has improved too. I mean, I feel like the older Rosa would have got knocked out when he got hurt against Woodson, and then he literally got hurt against Woodson, got right back up, got in his face, and got the job done. Nate hurt him a little bit too, and he fucking just dug deep. I mean, I feel like this kid's been paying his dues. He's 25-8, and Choi is what, 93. I mean, the double of experience, dude. Dude. Julian has been in there with so many fucking guys, dude. Sean Woodson is a better fighter than Choi. I mean, he's been in there with all these guys, man. I'm telling you guys right now, dude. This is 100% man. He only loses his fight if he gets knocked out. Because if he doesn't get knocked out, he's gonna win, man. I feel like the guy's tools are just so fucking good, man. And man, I can't. I'm not gonna listen to anyone. That's one thing I've really listened to. Like everyone was talking about McKinney, dude. You don't do that. I do listen to other podcasts and stuff, but when you go with your gut, you gotta fucking stick with it. And I might never bet on Joy and Rosa again, but I think that the dog here, dude, is embarrassing against Choi. You give me the guy who has doubled experience, the guy that has, I feel like, more volume. He's more technical. I do think Choi has a good striking game, has a good right hand, he has a good jab and all that stuff. But I mean, he hasn't knocked out anybody in the UFC. The guy, he has low ass fucking volume. He has a good chin for sure. But I mean, his ground game has been tested, and we've seen it not really that good. The law bantamweight is not going to be able to test it. A guy like Erosa, who is probably a black belt if he's not a brown belt, who is really good jiu-jitsu. If he fucking oh my god, dude, those fucking long limbs, I can see him choking Choi here. So, yeah, I just don't see Choi putting him out. I mean, I'll be shocked if he does, man, because I don't think Choi has the power, man, that Devontae Smith and all these guys have, man. So I'm gonna have to go with Julian Rosa. I feel like that it could have been a mental thing too. We've seen him, being laser focused the last 2 fights. He looks really fucking good. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. And like I've rambled it a million times, he only loses this fight if he gets caught. If he does not get caught, he's gonna win, dude. I'm telling you guys right now. Way more volume. He has the better cardio. The pace that he's gonna put on Choi is gonna be something that Choi's never seen before, man. So, and like I mentioned, grappling advantage, more tools in the feet. I mean, Choi has good boxing, but I mean, you're giving me a Rosa who throws great kicks. He has good fucking flying knees. He has spinning shit. He has a good right hand, a good jab. I mean, I got to go Julian Rosa here, dude. So Julian Rosa for the job, done. Yeah, he's lost 5. I was about to say, but I mean, he's on a 3-fight winning streak, dude. Like, I mean, the guy that fought Woodson, dude, I feel like, yeah, he got hurt in that fight in the 3rd round, but that was the best Rosa we've ever seen, man. I mean, this Rosa, the last 2 fights, I feel like he's improved a lot. And you give me dog money on a guy that has so many more advantages than Choi, so much more experience. It's just the chin. I got to take advantage of that, dude. So I got Julian Rosa. Choi's the Muay Thai champion. He has more power than Rosa. He probably does have more power than Rosa, but Rosa is more technical, man. I mean, Rosa has some really good fucking boxing, man. He really does, dude. But like I mentioned, more advantages for him, more tools in the feet. So I will bet on Juicy J Rosa. Yeah, man, I agree. No, I really think that everyone's counting him out because his chin, and I get it. His chin is not the best, but it's held up lately, man. And I feel like he has so many more advantages than Choi in this fight. So got to go with the Rosa, dude. Cheeto Vera versus Davey Grant next fight. Great fight. I see a lot of people picking Davey Grant here, man. I know he won the first fight and all that stuff, but that was a long time ago, man. That was before Cheeto was even training out here at Oyama. I think this is Cheeto all day here, man. I like Cheeto. I think that even though Davey Grant's a good grappler and stuff, Cheeto has the way better jiu-jitsu, the way better ground game. Cheeto's striking's been really improved. I mean, do you really think that Davey Grant could win a round against Jose Aldo? No. And the fact that Cheeto did in the second round, pretty impressive. I like the guy's pressure. I think he has a great chin. He has good leg kicks. Definitely going to frustrate Davey Grant. He has a good right hand. I thought he beat Song Yadong. And if Davey Grant grapples here, he's going to get tapped out. Davey Grant's a little chinny too, man. I know he's on a 2-fight win streak with knockouts, but that hurt both those fights. So I'm going to go with Cheeto. I think Cheeto can hurt him on the feet and tap him out. Co-main event, we got Oleski Oleinik versus Sergey Spivac. Yeah, man, I got Sergey Spivac. Sergey Spivac. He looks like the dude from the Burbs, like the brother. But yeah, I got Spivac here all day. This is easy money. I think Spivac's going to go out there and knock him out. Oleski has no business fighting in the UFC anymore. Justin Jr., if you're watching this, I know you're a big Oleski fan. And it's over, bro. This dude has no chance of winning this fight. This is a terrible matchup. Probably one of the most confident picks in the night. Sergey Spivac stuffs the takedowns, knocks him out within maybe 60 seconds. So I got Sergey Spivac. I wonder what the line is for. Oh, dude, that dude. I wonder what the line is going to be for Sergey Spivac in round 1, bro. I might have to do that shit, dude. That is a good fucking play, bro. Sergey in the distance too, but yeah, round 1, dude, finish for Sergey. Fuck yeah, man. Main event, Korean Zombie versus Dan Ige. This is one of the best fights, man. This is a great fight. This is a really close fight, too, man. I could have got Dan Ige, guys, at plus money. I saw it on my bookie at the casino next to my place. He hit plus money, and I thought about doing it because I'm actually picking him to win here. But, man, dude, I'm pumped for Mega 3, too. I think it's going to be called Mega 4 or whatever. But whatever it is, it's going to be fucking sick, dude. So, Bipolar Chris, all the guys from the Mecca are going to be in it, so I can't wait. Anyways, I can't. This is such a tough fight. I want to sit back and just drink and have fun and just eat and enjoy this fucking war because these are two guys who fucking bangers, bro. I bet on Dan Ige a lot. I'm a big Ige guy. If he can go out there and not get KO'd against Cater in 5 rounds, I don't think he can get knocked out here. If he can go out there and not get KO'd against Barbosa, I don't think he can get KO'd here. I mean, I bet on him versus Barbosa. I don't care what anyone says. I thought he won that fight. Great right hand. I think that Ige is a fucking badass dude. Great grappler, good pressure, good right hand. He's on the up where he got Zombies on the decline. Even though Zombies on a decline, I still think he's a good fighter. He looked terrible. I thought he won every round. He looked flat out there. Yeah, but he's still a great striker, great right hand. Ige has never been knocked out. Ige's been knocked, or Korean Zombie's been knocked out before. Obviously, he's declining. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not. He's definitely declining. T-City dominated him to a point, but I just can't sit here and bet on him against Korean Zombie, guys, at juice because even the plus money because Korean Zombie is still a legend, man. He's still a good fighter. And he's still a great fucking striker and a finisher. And he could definitely hurt Dan Ige. I mean, Ige's taken a lot of damage lately, too. So I'm going to pick Ige. I think that he could knock out Korean Zombie or possibly win a decision. I feel like he has a little more left in the tank right now. But I'm not betting this fight. So I got Dan Ige. So he's plus 200. Okay, cool. I was thinking about doing like a live stream right now. But honestly, man, I think I'm just going to wrap it up. I'll see my picks real quick and then I might go bet on Rosa right now, actually, to be honest, to lock that in. But then again, I feel like everyone's picking Choi, so I actually might just wait and see if I can get a better line, Let me see. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a better line than plus 115. But online, he's plus 124 or something like that. But okay, picks-wise, I got Dan Ige, I got Spivac, I got Turman, I got Rosa, I got Lima, I got Cheeto, I got Nagamura, I got Murata, I got Semelsberger, I got Parisian, I got Silva, and I got O'Neill. So I'm picking like a bunch of dogs this card. All right, guys. So bets-wise, so far, I'm going to bet on Erosa and probably O'Neill. Stay tuned. If I don't do both, it's going to be just Erosa. But, I mean, I might bet both of them. They're both training the same camp. Yeah, and then next week, I have not done any tape yet, but I do like Volkov over Gone pre-tape. I feel like that's a good dog bet right there. I'm sure some people are going to agree with me. I think Jimmy likes him too. So shout out to the chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, all you guys bust fucking Bipolar Chris's chops. I'll fucking send him a message again right now. We need to fucking do that shit. Breaking news, Broke Piss going live. I mean, thanks for saying that like an hour ago. So let me check Twitter real quick. Yeah. Let Bipolar Chris know everyone so we can do that competition. But thanks for tuning in, guys. This is my picks. Coming off a winning night, I want to keep the ball rolling, man. Let's go on a fat winning streak. And, yeah, let's cash these bets. I'm excited, man, for Saturday. Thanks for, checking out my show. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to address anything. And for bets-wise, right now, I'm going to bet on Rosa and maybe O'Neill. Just check out my Twitter, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ro. Thanks, Noah. Thanks, Jimmy. Nick Alexander. We got JOVOC in the house. We got Touch was there earlier. We got a lot of guys in here. Notorious picks. The Jobber, Brady earlier, Jay. So cheers, Jimmy. Jimmy, are you gonna be drinking 805 right now or what? But yeah. All right. Peace out, guys. We'll see you guys next week.